What is up, my buttery biscuits? Y'all, it's been a hot minute since I've done a makeup, my thoughts, and opinions video. You guys know I love to do this about big collections that I'm not going to be purchasing, or I might not be purchasing every single item of, or I may not be filming a review of. I like just doing kind of like a makeup talk style video about big collections, but I feel like it's been so long since I've done this because I feel like there really hasn't been too many big collections to do a video about. I feel like everything has been like single launches or maybe just kind of like two products, you know what I mean? Not like a full collection like this Colourpop collection that we're going to be talking about within today's video. But I do want to say though, I literally barely saw this today and I'm always on trend mood. So I guess I must have just missed the post about this because I literally saw that this morning that it was already live and I was like, wait, what? How come I haven't seen this? This is a really big collection, especially for Haunted Mansion. I literally love Haunted Mansion, but of course I do have some thoughts and opinions about this. I'm like really excited for this collection because I feel like, ooh, we're getting into spooky season, but then also I'm kind of like a little let down about some things you guys will hear within this video. But the collection is literally live right now. You guys know I normally like to do this before the actual collection goes live. However, I literally just saw it, but everything is still fully in stock. I did check the site before filming this video, so that way you guys aren't like, oh my gosh, you know, let's talk about it and then let's get it and then it's not for sale, you know what I mean? But no, it is still there. Also, before we jump into this video, I just want to say, I just have to throw this out there. If you guys have been on my channel for quite some time, you guys know that I've always loved Ulta more than Sephora. The reason for that being is because I feel like there are better deals there. I like their point system better, and on top of that too, they have like a really good clearance section sometimes, and I just really always like their 21 Days of Beauty. They have really let me down. Like when I say let me down, I'm like, I'm getting so over them. The last time that they had the 21 Days of Beauty, I didn't even talk about this, but I got so irritated because I actually ordered two products. I think it was a Precisely My Brow Pencil, and I got an email stating that it was picked up. And I was like, wait, what? I'm not in town to pick it up, so I did not pick it up. I called them, spoke to the manager. They're like, oh, no worries, it's here, no problem. I go the next day when I get back in town to go pick it up, and they're like, oh no, this item has been picked up. And I was like, no, I literally called yesterday and I spoke to so-and-so manager, and I already had let them know I'm not even in town. I literally was in Vegas at the time. So I was like, how did I pick it up if I'm out of town, you know? So they're all looking around. I was legit in there for a good 30 minutes, like literally probably even more than 30 minutes of them just looking around like, what do we do? I'm like, I already had called and I even showed them on my phone. I told them and I spoke to this manager. Luckily I remembered her name because I was like, how are you guys doing this right now? You know, but there was a different manager on duty at the time. And they're like, unfortunately, we can't do anything about this. It's stating that it's picked up. And I was like, I literally just called yesterday and said that I got this email stating that it was picked up. Y'all, they went to go look in the back and they were like, oh, somebody put it back there. I don't know why. I don't know why it was like scanned out of the system. And I was like, irritating. Well, check this out. Once again, with the Precisely My Brow Pencils, I went to go purchase them on Saturday because it was part of the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. And y'all, it charged my card, which by the way, this is now 5 days later now, and I still have not got my money back. Charged my card, but did not give me an order. And I was on the phone with them for 1 hour, literally 1 hour, and the lady on the phone was like, unfortunately there's nothing that we can do about this. And I was like, I can't make it into the store. And she told me on the phone, she was like, you can just go tomorrow. And I was like, do you not understand? It's today's sale only. It's literally today. And she was like, the 21 Days of Beauty is going on until like the 16th or whatever. And I was like, but it's today's sale. It's only for today. And she was like, yeah, but you can go in tomorrow. And I'm like, so you're telling me right now over the phone, if I go in tomorrow, they're going to honor the 50% off the Precisely My Brow Pencil? And then she goes and says, well, tomorrow's a different deal. And I said, I wanted to like lose my mind, to be honest with you guys. I was like on the verge of like losing it. I was like, are you not getting it? Like, I can't go into the store today. So, do you know what I mean? Anyways, y'all, they charged my card. I even wrote to them on Instagram. Literally never do that. I DM'd them. And they were like, oh, unfortunately, the only thing we can do is give you 500 points. I'm like, Ulta has been letting me down. They even made a post about it that their app is absolutely trash. It's horrible. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, but check this out. The whole reason of me even saying this is, can you guys believe that Sephora is now doing 50% off? They're literally matching the deals from Ulta, which I do want to say it's kind of like, it's low-key a little bit shady, but at the same time too, they know what they're doing. And I did end up purchasing my brow pencils from Sephora. And I'm like, yo, I literally got my order within 2 days. I had it shipped, not done a little store pickup thing. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, this is just crazy to me. Anyways, the whole reason of me talking about this is obviously because it's makeup related, and I was like, it frustrated me. And on top of that too, she said that my money should be back in there between like 3 and 5 business days. Well, today's the 5th business day, so I'm like, what's going on here? Oh, technically tomorrow's the 5th business day, but still, I'm like, y'all, why should they be holding my money like that if I didn't even like have a transaction go through? Anyways, I'm so sorry. I'm literally rambling. If you guys are interested in that about Ulta, they did put up a whole statement. You guys can see literally hundreds of people were having the same problem as me. I'm like, you're Ulta. You're a multi-billion-dollar corporation. You guys can afford a good app, and their app is just trash. Anyways, I don't know if this collection is on Ulta, but it is available on Colourpop. So we're going to be talking about that within today's video. Make sure you guys click the link down below. Head over to my travel channel. That's my travel channel with my brother. We upload new videos there every single Sunday. I'm going to have a solo video up there because my brother did go back to college and I'm like, oh, I don't want to miss a week. So I will be having a solo video, which will be my first solo video. So low-key, I feel a little awkward about it, to be quite honest with you, but I have to do it. So make sure you guys go show some love over there. Make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up if you guys do like my thoughts and opinions videos about makeup. Let me stop rambling and let's go ahead and get into it. Now, before we get into this, if you guys are interested in this collection, I do believe the code TRENDMOOD does work for 10% off, I want to say it is. So if you guys are interested in this collection, overall, I have to say I really love Haunted Mansion. Actually, it's probably one of the main reasons why I go to Disneyland, but I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I love the original Haunted Mansion, but I super love it during Halloween time and Christmas time when it's Nightmare Before Christmas. That's like literally my favorite time to go. I absolutely love it. So this is a pretty big collection right here, and we're going to go over each individual product, but then they do have a little bit of a bundle. The first thing I want to talk about right here is the Madame Liotta Glitter Gel, which it does glow in the dark. Now, a product like this, I feel like for me personally, it's not something that I would ever really use, but it is really cool. I don't know if you guys remember years ago on my channel, I actually reviewed a highlighter from Pop Luxe that like you had to like charge in the light and then put it on and was like glow in the dark. It was really cool, but the thing is that it literally only glowed in the dark, I would say maybe for like a good minute, probably 2 at the most. So I do want to say it's a cool product, but I wonder if this is going to hold the charge long enough, do you know what I mean, to be able to see it at nighttime? Because this would be something cool to do. Say for example, if you were going to do like a glitter Oogie Boogie look for Halloween, maybe you might use something like this. But this basically just says a holographic glitter that glows in the dark, and this is available for $10. The Madame Liotta packaging I think is really cute. Then we do have this Graveyard Shift, which is a ultra glossy lip. This ghoulish purple changes to a custom pink shade. This is a product right here that I actually probably would buy. Actually, to be quite honest with you, I think that I'm going to be getting this because I don't know why, for some reason, when things have a little shift to pink like this right here, which you guys know this doesn't really have any pigment, but it has a tiny little tint of it. And that's kind of what this looks like to me right here. It looks like something that's really cute. My one problem with this is I absolutely love the original Hitchhiking Ghost. These new kind of like mock-ups, and I've been seeing it on like Disney merch. My sister actually got this like doggy like bowl food mat thing or whatever, and it has like the new graveyard characters on it. What are they called? The like that are in front of the mausoleums. I forget what they're called, but anyways, the Hitchhiking Ghost too, they have this whole like new sketch type of look to it, and I really love the original. Like, I love the original, and I wish that this collection had the original Hitchhiking Ghost on it rather than these like new mock-up kind of like cartoon versions of it. But that's just my little 2 cents. But I do want to say this actually catches my attention, and I think that I will definitely like that. Let's go ahead and get into the Super Shock eyeshadows. These are available for $32 if you want to purchase all 4, but then they do sell them individually for $12. So you do save $4 if you want to purchase all 4. Now, I want to say this before getting into the eyeshadow palette, y'all, because the eyeshadow palette, firsthand looking at it, I was like, I don't know why this is not giving. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was like, I expected something a little bit more, something a little bit more deep, something a little bit more sultry for, you know, Haunted Mansion. It's obviously a dark themed ride and dark themed like movie. Do you know what I mean? So you want something that's going to be a little bit more goth vibes. And from when I first saw it, but we'll talk about that in a bit, I was like, oh, it's not giving. But these swatches right here for these Super Shock shadows, I honestly am pleasantly surprised. I feel like they are really beautiful. Like, looking at the swatches on TRENDMOOD, I was like, oh my gosh, I just lost my picture right here. Oh, I'm sorry, I wanted to reference this one picture in particular where there is a, oh my gosh, where is it? Oh, I lost my little screenshot, y'all. But anyways, the actual swatches from those, I feel like are so absolutely gorgeous. And the shift of that like white one that has that little shift of teal to it is really beautiful. And that one really caught my eye. But if I'm being quite honest with you, I really like all 4. Also, the one that has that like deep blue, but then it has a light blue glitter to it, I think is absolutely beautiful. You guys know that I love these Super Shock shadows. Although I do have to say, you have to lock them really tight, because I have noticed I have several of them before where if any little air gets in there, they will dry out pretty quickly. Like, I would say honestly within a couple months it would dry out, so you have to be really careful with those. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like, looking at this collection, I low-key am kind of sad to like no longer be on their PR list. I was on their PR list back in the day, and y'all, I don't care what Colourpop says, literally I made a comment within one video And whatever, it was inappropriate, but obviously back in the day I was a little bit more harsh. I was younger, do you know what I mean? I had said, I was like, oh my gosh, this lipstick is like drier than my grandma's you know what. And literally, because they're dark lipsticks, I never really liked their dark liquid lipsticks. I feel like they crack, they get so dry. And I literally made that. I was like, oh my gosh, my lips look like a cat's butthole, you know what I mean? And y'all, I did not get PR for months after that. So then I made in a comment a video. I was like, I'm no longer on their PR list. They took me off the PR list because I made this comment or whatever. They reached out to me and they were like, oh, we didn't take you off the PR list. We're just kind of like cutting it down. They sent me one more PR package literally after that, and then it was done. Like, they never sent me anything ever again after that. And I was like, I don't care what, they just didn't like what I said. But honestly, I was like, y'all, their dark liquid lipsticks are way too dry. I'm just keeping it real, you know what I mean? But I low-key do wish that I was on their PR list because I think that this is a cute collection overall, and I think that it's really fun. They also had the Ultra Lip Set, which is $38, and you do get all 4 lip colors. There is lip glosses within there. I think they're lip glosses, right? Oh no, they're the ultra matte lips. I'm so sorry. That do have the Hitchhiking Ghost on them. Once again, same commentary. I do want to say I wish it was the original Hitchhiking Ghost because I like them so much better. I do want to say that nude shade though looks beautiful, but I would not use the dark plum, which is so crazy because if you guys go back on my channel and back on my like Instagram makeup looks, I used to love like a dark plum, but not no more, y'all. But that is did I say that's available for $32 if you do, or $38? You do save $2 in the set on that. And then did I mention earlier that they have the Super Shock eyeshadows for $12 each? I feel like the packaging for that is like really, really cute. Oh my gosh, you know what's really bothering me right now is before filming this video, I was actually talking to my mom about this collection because she loves Haunted Mansion too, is I literally knew like what are the headstones? Are they called headstones? Is that what it's called? Gravestones? Oh my gosh, I literally forgot the name of the people that are on the packaging for the Super Shock eyeshadows. I like the original ones as well too, but obviously they all changed. Now the last thing on the list that I wanted to talk about right here is the eyeshadow palettes. Now the reason for this, when I first saw this, and this is what I'm saying, sometimes with lighting, you just don't really know. Overall, I like the packaging for it, and it says, you know, welcome foolish mortals. I think that's really cute. But when I first saw the images of this, I was like, oh no, it's not really giving me Haunted Mansion vibes. But I do want to say within swatches of this, I was like, wait, this actually looks like a really cute palette, and I really do think that you can create some really beautiful, deep type of looks. Do you know what I mean? When I first saw it, I'm like, okay, low-key, this looks a little washed out. And honestly, at first I was like, no, like it should be a little bit more. But looking at these swatches from Dupe That, I actually really like this palette. Like, honestly, thank God I saw the swatches for this, because if I'm keeping it real with you guys, if I just looked based upon how it looked with inside the palette, I'd be like, no, I don't really like it. But seeing these swatches, I'm like, this is actually a really beautiful palette. And I feel like you have a good amount of deep shades in there as well as lighter shades, and you can mix it. And honestly, y'all, that like blue-white reflect is so beautiful. Like, I really, really love it. So once again, this is available for $24, and it does come with 15 shades. And this is limited edition, by the way. The very last thing on the list right here is the whole Haunted Mansion Colourpop collection, which is $99. If you were to purchase every single product individually, it would come out to $112. So you are saving $13 with this. Overall, if I had to pick a couple things from this, I really would... Y'all, I know I told you guys before, I'm like, okay, I'm like in the era of like not buying eyeshadows because I'm like, I really just don't do my eyeshadow anymore. So I'm like, ugh. But also like seeing the swatches, and then obviously because I love Haunted Mansion, I really do like the eyeshadow palette. I did see a lot of people commenting the same thing on Trend Mood when I had saw the palette too. Everyone's like, no, this is not giving Haunted Mansion. It's supposed to be more deeper, and it's supposed to be like a little bit more gothy. You know what I mean? And this is just not it. But after seeing the swatches, I'm like, oh, okay, low key, I really do feel like you could make some really good looks with this palette. And then also the other thing that I would really like to get is, oh my god, low-key, I kind of would like a lot of things from this collection, okay? I would like the eyeshadow palette. I would like the Super Shock eyeshadows. I literally love all 4 shades. And then I also would like the purple shifting to pink lip tint. I think that would be really, really cute. So, but overall, the only thing that I probably really will only get from this is the Ultra Glossy Lip, which is the Graveyard Shift. And I think that that's so cute, and such a cute name too. Overall, y'all, I really love this collection. I think that it's really cute. The only thing that I do have to say is I wish that it was like the original Hitchhiking Ghost, and I wish it was the original like gravestones or headstones, whatever they're called. I literally can't believe I forgot the name of that, because I do like the original better. But I do know that like even within Disney merch, when you go to Disneyland, they're all shifting towards this like cartoon sketch version of it rather than the original, and I really love the original personally. But anyways, that wraps it up for this video. Make sure you guys let me know what you guys think of this collection. What would you be picking up? Honestly, y'all, what did you guys feel about the palette before seeing the swatches of it? Thank God I saw the swatches, because if I'm keeping it real with you guys, I would have had a different tone within this video, I would have been like, I do not like this palette whatsoever. But that's why I told you guys so many times before, going based upon lighting on like certain product shoots and stuff like that, sometimes they have the lighting just a little bit too bright, the contrast is too light, and you can't really see the actual color. So seeing a swatch of them is so much better. And seeing those swatches on dupe that, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. I really do like it. So make sure you guys let me know what you guys think about that, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.